Welcome to the 20's. The 20's brings to you 20 brilliant Indians from across the world who will be sharing their new definition of success with you, along with me, Dr. Nirmala Krishnan, here with Education News Network presented by Education Today. Today we are going to meet a very young, passionate and charming 27-year-old Pushkar Jaishankar. Dear viewers, he is an engineer by qualification, a choreographer by passion, and who has made difference from the lives of so many mothers who will be sharing their new definition of success to take care of. Along with me, Dr. Nirmala, let me give you a pure with Education News Network presented by has bachelor's degree in electrical and electronic engineering, a very young, passionate and charming 27-year-old travel 80 kilometers from a small town Chingalpet to learn dance, which is his first choreographer by passion. His quest to learn from the masters like him to America will be sharing their new definition of success, popping and along with me, Dr. Nirmala review of pure with Education News Network presented by has bachelor's degree in electrical and electronic engineering, a very young, passionate and charming 27-year-old travel 80 kilometers from a small town Chingalpet. Returning back to dance, he could have been a choreographer by passion. His quest to learn from the masters like him to America to sharing their new definition of 80 kilometers from a small town in outskirts of Chennai to learn dance. He decided to train the children in his locality. And this differentiates him from many who may have had a similar journey like him. His passion for dance has guided him towards establishing himself as an entrepreneur. Thus, he founded the Creative Edge Dance Company in his small town with the best in infrastructure that the local children can ever dream of. Along with dance, Pushkar is crazy about fitness. He is a certified fitness trainer by ACE and a Zumba instructor too. Pushkar has inspired many in their journey of dance and fitness. His charisma, smile and style can rub off easily on anyone, and it's no surprise that his students can't wait for his classes to start. During the lockdown, he has a lot of new fan following from the mothers of these children too. They keep sharing their stories of weight loss, fitness and health after joining his online training sessions. Dear viewers, I take great pride in inviting Mr. Pushkar Jaishankar, who's featured in the 20's for his grit, hard work and smart thinking. Welcome Pushkar on the show.
Hello ma'am. Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for taking time out and being part of this show with us for all our viewers. Thank you so much. So Pushkar, the format that we are going to have over here is very, very simple. That is, I'm going to ask few pertinent questions based on your journey, followed by few questions we have from the students who have asked very specific questions to Pushkar through the 20's, and they are from schools across India. They want to ask Pushkar few questions, so we are lined up those. After that, we have a rapid round for you where we have rapid fire questions which you'll have to answer very, very quickly and candidly, followed by a very interesting session where Pushkar gets to ask a question to me. So are we ready? Shall we go ahead, Pushkar?
Yes ma'am, we can go.
Great. Thank you so much once again. And please relax, and our audience would love to hear more from you and understand your journey. Pushkar, the most striking thing about your journey is that you are an engineer and also a very successful entrepreneur. We know that many people today are picking up engineering and then they are shifting to another passion which they would like to pursue. So we would like to understand how was the journey from being an engineer to an entrepreneur.
Okay. I wouldn't say it was an easy task for me to convince my father because he was really strict father. So in my third year in sixth semester, after my sixth semester, I had to do my internship in a company. So I asked my dad, okay, I'm going to start a dance studio. Are you okay with it? And he said no. First answer was no. And that day night, I decided to write a letter to him. So I wrote a letter saying, see dad, I want to do this. I'm really passionate about this. Let me try this for a year. If this is not working out, let me find a job. Of course, I'm studying in a good college and have good marks. I'll definitely get a job. I'll find a job and I'll go for a job. He said, okay, I'm going to give you a 1 year time. I'll set up a dance studio for you. But the thing is, you have to do this internship for at least for a week. In that 1 week, let me set up a dance studio and you run the studio. And that's how it started. And he was really sweet and he was really supportive at that time. And he didn't think about anything else. He gave me money. He set up the dance studio for me, and it all started from there.
Lovely. So this is very important for us to understand how to approach and talk to our parents. It's not that our parents, when they say no, they don't want us to do it. Maybe they want us to rethink about it. What do you say, Pushkar, right? That was your dad's approach. He wanted you to rethink and then approach him with an offer by saying that I want to, I should be allowed to try for a year. And if it doesn't work, then as usual, I can go ahead with the job. Right? That was a nice way that you handled the situation, and your father gave you another opportunity to try what you love to do and passionate about doing. Now, coming to the next question, it is very easy. It would have been very easy for you to go ahead and start a dance studio elsewhere. But you came back to Chengalpet and you decided to put up a dance studio there. So can you explain how this happened and what was your experience putting up a dance studio in a small town like Chengalpet?
As I told you, I started my studio when I was in my third year, sixth semester.
Yes.
So I was a day scholar, so I had to go to college and I'd come back in the evening and take classes here. That's what I planned. So if I had to travel more, then I would get tired and I wouldn't concentrate both on the studio as well as my studies. It won't happen. So I wanted lower down the travel time. So I started the studio in Chengalpet where I live. So it was very easy for me for the transit. I can in like 3 to 4 minutes I can reach my studio. I can just come back.
Okay.
So I didn't know that there's so much demand in this small town to learn dance. I didn't know that at all when I started the studio. And once I started the studio and when people get to know that I'm teaching good stuff, good proper dance style here, I got a very good response here. And then after Chengalpet, after that, even I don't want to travel more. So I just started after 15 kilometers from here, Marimal Nagar, then again 5 kilometers back, Mahindra City. That's why I packed it here. So slowly I'm expanding. I have plans to expand as well.
Lovely. So it's so interesting to observe that there are a lot of people in small town who want to learn something really nice and different, which you could bring by going out and learning by yourself. Though you traveled 80 kilometers, you made sure that the kids around don't have to travel so much.
Okay.
Right? That's very nice of you to think that way. And for any kind of a startup, there is always some element of support. So apart from parents, who were the other people who came forward and who supported you in this entrepreneurial journey? And of late, I have seen that during the lockdown, during the pandemic, you have also launched a series of health drinks. So how did all this happen in your journey of entrepreneurship?
So a main thing is to plan an ecosystem, like everything around health. So Creative Edge is around health. So the drinks we provide now is also health drinks only. We don't add sugar. It's all about health. So Creative Edge, the thing is, there are like lot of supporters. There are like lot of big list. For me, the main support is my brother. He is the backbone for me for Creative Edge. He's not seen outside, but he's there for Creative Edge. So my parents will be easily convinced if my brother is saying something to them. So he was there. He said, "Okay, let him do it. Let him do this. Let him do this." And every time he trusted me, I proved it to him, and he kept supporting me there. I would say my brother is my biggest support
Lovely.
in every stage.
Yes. So apart from this, how did you try to upgrade or upscale yourself? I've also heard that you bring the international dance experts, masters, to conduct the examination for these children. So can you help us understand how do you manage to get such eminent people to come down to a small town and conduct dance examination for these children in your studio?
Creative Edge is associated with Original Street Dance Company USA, and we get syllabus from them. We get hip hop syllabus, locking syllabus, popping syllabus. There are like separate syllabus, like how you have syllabus for science, maths, social, and everything.
Okay.
So that's a proper way to teach kids. That's the way we teach the kids, and those syllabus are formed by the dancers who found hip hop, who found locking, who found popping. So they created that syllabus. We teach the syllabus to the kids. And the Original Street Dance Company, they bring down the dancers from there and they conduct the exam according to the level. There are like totally 8 levels in each style. And every 6 months, we bring down dancers from USA, London, Philippines, everywhere. They just come down, they conduct exams. And after the exams, they have workshops for the kids. So kids will get to interact with the teachers and get to know stuffs more. That's all. That's very. It's a very big process, but I'm making it very simple for the kids so that they can get to meet many big dancers.
Yeah, for them at that age to interact with a master coming all the way from a different country and interacting with them, learning with them, you have given some very, very beautiful opportunity. Now, what is the future of these children? Will they also be able to be an entrepreneur, or they will continue with their journey and move on? So what do you get to hear from these children when you're interacting with them?
In Creative Edge, we don't. The main thing, what's different from other studio is we don't teach choreographies. We don't. That's choreography is my creativity. That's what I create. That's not the one which children's create. Once, for example, if I'm going to teach them A, B, C, D, they can form words. If I'm going to teach them words, they're not going to move further. So I'm going to teach them the alphabets. That's the basics. That's the foundation. Once I teach them the foundation, and once I teach them how to connect A, B, C, D, for example, I'm saying, or how to connect the steps, they'll know to choreograph. They do their own choreographies. So in my studio, I have kids who, like, they do choreography for their school annual day. So they get trained for like 2 or 3 years. They choreograph for their school annual day. That's where I'd be proud of. That's what I'm proud.
That's very interesting because parents or children when they join a dance class, the first thing they want to know is when are they going to perform on stage, and you are helping them learn the basics and also enabling them to go and teach their classmates in school and help the annual function happen. This is
Exactly. They
really
do not rely on someone else to learn the choreography. They have their own choreography. They can do their own choreography stuff and they can show it off to anyone.
great. So, Pushkar, we are going to the next level where we have got questions from children across India. So, these children are from different schools and they have asked few questions to Pushkar. So, I'm going to pose those questions. Are you ready, Pushkar?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. This is from Siddiksha Ramani from Vibjior High School, Bangalore. She has a question for you. She asks, What challenges did you face at the home front? Were your parents supportive with your choices? This you have answered, but definitely for Sidiksha, you will have to tell because she has got certain passion and she would like to hear from you how she can talk to her parents about pursuing her passion.
To be honest, I've faced a lot of challenges, but particularly I want to tell about one thing.
Mhm.
There will be people who will pull you down, saying that dance is not a mainstream thing. You can't do this. Definitely can't survive in this. And those people you have to face. Definitely you have to face them. You can't just move away from them. You definitely have to face them. That's the main challenge. Once you're able to like face them and answer confidently, like, yes, I'm gonna do this. I can do this. Nobody can stop me. That's where you move further instead of just stopping there. Oh, this they told me this. I can't do this. No, just have to just face them and move further. That's the main challenge.
And what about convincing parents? How can she convince her parents?
Without make sure you give full power to your parents, make them feel powerful, make them feel that they took this decision for you. That's the very simple trick, so that they feel powerful. Okay, my daughter or my son is listening to me. That's how they should feel. Instead of just going against them, okay, I'm going to do this. You just do your work. It won't work, and it's not healthy as well. You're just going to face them every day. It should be healthy, and it should be just positivity everywhere. Don't go against your parents anytime.
Great. Sidiksha, I hope you got your reply that you have to take your parents into confidence. You have to make them understand that the path that you want to take actually can lead to such great achievements that you get to see in Pushkar, but definitely not by making them angry or upset about it. Okay. Pushkar, I have another question from Aman, who's from PGS National Public School in Bangalore. He asks, why did you go abroad to US to get trained? Is it not available in India?
It is available in India, but if you need some authentic stuff, if you want to learn authentic form, you just have to go to India. For example, this example might be silly, but I'm going to tell this. If you want to eat Andhra chicken biryani, you have to go to Andhra to get the proper Andhra chicken biryani. Am I right? Yeah, that's a hip hop is found. They started dancing in USA. That's where they created the style. So only if you go there, what we get here is second and third hand information. But if you go there, you get the first hand information. That's the proper original information we get from there. That's why I chose to travel, not just for learning dance. You learn a lot of stuff when you travel.
What are the other things that you would like to share with the viewers in terms of your learning during travel?
According to me, like I visited a lot of dance studios in USA, and I learned how they schedule the classes, how they manage the staff, how they market themselves, and what are the things they use for marketing. They use videos, they use posters, they use pamphlets, a lot of things, and how to learn, like how to teach. Sorry, how to teach, and also how to learn, and how to maintain the kids, and how to take care of the kids during when they come to class. They are our responsibility. So it's our responsibility for them to for for make the kids learn the proper stuff. So these are things. If I haven't traveled, these are things I never would have learned before.
So the children who are there in your dance studio are getting to experience firsthand because of your travel, right?
Yes.
Lovely. That's really nice. Now we have got Karthik from Delhi Public School, Kolkata. He has this question, and which may be a question many people want to ask. He asks, why did you waste 4 years of professional degree in engineering? Why didn't you opt for choreography soon after your school?
After my 12th grade, I know I'm gonna do dance, but when I asked my father, he's a wise man. He told me, "You complete your engineering. That's gonna be a backup for you for sure. If even if you don't succeed in dance or anything, that's gonna be a backup." So unfortunately or fortunately, I scored like 93% in my 12th standard, and I got a very good college. I don't know if I had gone to some other college, I would have done the same thing. SSN college, in that college I got to meet my choreographer, Mr. Hudson Samuel, and he taught me how to go along with kids, how to teach, and all the other stuff. He's my inspiration for dance. I would say that he's my inspiration. Hudson Samuel, he's my brother, and he's the inspiration for dance. Only there's nothing you can't go wrong anywhere. Whatever path you choose, there's gonna be something that's gonna learn there.
Interesting.
Everything is a learning.
Everything is learning. This is something that I would like to bring out from the lives of all those 20 brilliant people featured in the 20s. They have ensured that they have a basic qualification and plus they have a passion which they try and give the best to. So what happens is their life is filled with beautiful moments where they have a backup plan for themselves, plus they are able to pursue their passion also along with that. So Pushkar, we come to the next round of rapid fire. So are you all ready for the rapid fire of Pushkar? We have got 6 questions and you have to answer them as quickly as possible. Are you ready for this, Pushkar?
Yes.
Okay, great. Dancers are born or made?
They are made.
They are made? And how do you say that?
In my family, I'm the first dancer.
Okay.
Nobody in my family, nobody in my generation, nobody ancestors, nobody into arts, nobody don't dance, nobody knows to move their legs. I'm the first.
So that would be a great inspiration for all the children in your academy.
Yes.
Love. Great. Going to the next question. Which one adds more glamour to your profession? The events or movies?
Events.
How?
Movie is a different genre, and we are completely into competitions and it's on stage shows. We just want to perform to the audience directly. That's the energy we get. Instead of just dancing in movies, I love to perform directly on stage instead of movies. That's why I chose hip hop to perform on stage.
So there's an immediate response from the audience that you feel.
Exactly. That's the energy, that vibe you can't get in movies.
Okay. Is there any specific person or actor you aspire to choreograph?
I used to love Matt Stefanina, and he's a dancer based in LA, and I used to dance for his choreographies. I used to see his YouTube videos and dance for his choreographies before, but for now, I just I love seeing Anto, who is in Chennai. He's my inspiration. He dances so well in hip hop, so I consider him as my inspiration.
Oh, great. Now, the next question. That one moment when you felt nothing is working in my life.
Never felt like that. Never felt like that. Everything. If I want something, I want it. I'm going to do this. Never felt this not happening.
That is the story of the 20s. That is the grit that they have in them, that come what may, I can overcome this. So that's why you're watching Pushkar on the 20s. We go to the next question, Pushkar. Yes? A funny situation during your dance sessions.
A parent came for an inquiry and she asked what style of dance you teach, and said hip hop. And she asked me, "Aren't you teaching Western?" And I started laughing. That was I couldn't say it funny, but people, I need to educate people here. So they felt hip hop is different and Western is different, but both are same.
Great.
Hip hop comes under Western.
That's ignorance, and good that you are there to help them understand and move on. Great. We're going to the last question. Your favorite choreographed song. Which is your favorite choreographed song?
My recent favorite is Karkaru Virigalal from Pachekeli Muthicharam.
Wow. Great. So how many people have enjoyed watching that?
It's going to release in another week.
And oh wow, so there is something new coming out. Yes, for all the viewers from Pushkar. Great. So now they come to the toughest part, that is, I get to picked by Pushkar for a question from him. Great. Go ahead, Pushkar.
Ma'am, what do you think is very important, whether it's the skill set or the work ethic? If someone is having a very good skill set, will they be able to survive in a corporate setup or wherever they go without having a proper work ethic?
That is definitely a tough question, Pushkar. But it is not very difficult to answer because, yes, if you are looking at life, yes, work ethics are the ones that people remember more. Skill sets are something that helps you reach somewhere. But to survive over there, to sustain over there, you need work ethics, right? A simple example I can give is when I was working as the principal of Mahindra World School, there was this simple habit that I had, that was to go and stand at the entrance of the school every day morning religiously. 8 years I worked there, but every day morning, the first thing the kids and the teachers would see would be me welcoming them at the entrance of the school. Now, that is not a skill set, that is my work ethic. I took up the responsibility saying that when children get to see that I'm reaching school on time, I'm there at the entrance of the school welcoming them, then that gives them the understanding of time management and how important it is to be welcomed with open arms by our principal. So, yes, skill sets are important. As you said, they can be gained, they can be learned. Yes, skill sets can be learned, but to sustain after you reach a particular position in life, in corporate or anywhere. In corporate, the classic example I can give you is of Tata's. Today, the kind of trust we have because of Tata's, right? We know that when we pick a product of Tata's, there's a lot of ethical value in it. And that is what they have created in so many years with effort day in and day out into their corporate setup. So definitely I would go for the work ethics over the skill set. I hope I have answered your
Thank you very much
question.
for answering that question, ma'am.
Yes, because having a dance school, you may be very skilled to teach dance, but when you said that the way you treat children equally and the way you take care of them, that you give importance to what they feel each day, makes all the difference. So that is what is work ethics. That is what makes them come back to your studio again and again. So being truthful, being like, there is a big list of adjectives to being ethical, but according to me, this is very, very important. Yeah. Hope I've answered your question. All right. Thank you, Pushkar. Thank you so much for being with us. For all those who would like to reach out to Pushkar and know more about him and his organization, the Creative Edge Dance Company, and all the lovely work he's doing, they can reach out to him on his Instagram, Creative Edge Pushkar Edge, or you can also reach out on Instagram, Link the Dots 13, and the Facebook page, Link the Dots. Thank you so much and wish you the very, very best for your future, Pushkar, and wishing all those lovely children and also the lovely mothers who have come and benefited by being a part of your organization and your.
Thank you very much for having me here, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much once again. So, dear audience, we had this lovely opportunity to listen to Pushkar. He has had a journey which many, many of us as parents may see in our children's lives, or many viewers who are children may aspire to do as they move forward in their life. So here we are. We may go ahead with work, job, and career. But what is most important is how we help our children understand to get up and face the challenges that life throws at them. And when we have raised our children to handle that, we know that they are going to also share their new definition of success. Looking forward to hosting your children on the 20s. Here I am, Dr. Nirmala Krishnan, signing off on behalf of Education News Network and Education Today. Thank you and take care.